Hi friends, welcome to the channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. Thank you so much for coming back if you've been here before. If you have not been here, welcome, welcome, welcome. Get comfortable. Hopefully you like it here. For the most part, I post pick a card readings. I try to post once a week. We are getting there. Sometimes it goes a work in progress, but we are getting there. So today I wanted to do a pick a card reading on urgent messages, and what I wanted to do for this reading was I started out by shuffling the top card that you see here. And I kind of asked, who has a message at this time? Who wants to be the messenger? And I got these three cards. Interestingly enough, this deck has Ascended Masters. It has, the Archangels. And everyone that came out for this reading was an Archangel. So looks like it may be Archangel messages, but it was just urgent messages, and I was just asking for the messenger, and it just so happened to be three Archangels. But we are going to have three piles as usual. Pile number one is going to be Archangel Jophiel. She is the Archangel of joy. She is the Archangel of... She's very lighthearted, very much connected to the sacral chakra and the solar plexus, in my opinion. Both of those are very much working with Archangel Jophiel. Pile number two is going to be Archangel Metatron, and he is the Archangel of the Akashic Records, of sacred geometry. He's kind of a gatekeeper to information. And pile number three is going to be Archangel Michael. I feel like Archangel Michael is the one that we all know, we're all familiar with, we love him. Archangel of truth, protection, courage. So take a few minutes, pause the video if you need to, ask yourself which pile or piles have a message for you, and let's jump right into the reading. Hello, pile number one. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be your reading if you were drawn to Archangel Jophiel with joy, radiance, and inspiration. So we're going to try to place that right there. I don't know if Mr. Mummy can hold her up, but this is a urgent messages, and if you didn't listen to the intro, you may want to go back. But as a reminder, it's a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind, and let's just take a look at what you need to know right now. So first we have the Ace of Pentacles, then we have the Ten of Swords. Okay, interesting energy so far. And Seven of Pentacles. First message coming in for my pile number ones is there is a new beginning coming in for you, pile number one. You've been through some stuff. You've been through some things. You've kind of been, some of you have been on the struggle bus where, you've been working hard. You've been trying to get ahead. You've been trying to do the things, all the things, and things haven't quite been working out to your advantage. So first things first, with the Ace of Pentacles, there may be an idea that's coming in. It may come in kind of like a flash, because I'm kind of seeing like lightning, almost like the Tower card, where it's like, boom, it comes in. For some of you, it may seem silly at first. It may be one of those things where you're like, that's not possible. That's not going to work. What are the chances? Something along those lines. If you have an idea, kind of at least write it down, at least do something with it. I'm getting that some of you may see it as something that, it's not necessarily possible. It's not necessarily doable. That's coming in. For my pile number ones, with this Ten of Swords at the center here, some of you are going through a healing period. You've been going through a spiritual awakening. You've been going through a dark night of the soul. And things have been moving super slow. We see these two Pentacles card surrounding the Swords card. And it's the Ten of Swords out of all the swords, because the swords usually move somewhat quickly, but it's the Ten of Swords. So for my pile number ones, there's a new horizon here. There's a new dawn coming in. There's new opportunities coming in. You are being asked to be patient. You are being asked to follow your ideas. You are being asked to trust yourself and jump on any opportunities that may come your way. I'm actually hearing for some of you, it's time for you to create the opportunities that you seek. This Ten of Swords energy is going to require for some of you to actively want to move out of that. I am hearing for my pile number ones that a gratitude practice can be very helpful at this time. It can be about you kind of moving out of your own way. And I say that as respectfully as I possibly can, but for some of you, it's about kind of getting out of your own way and doing what you need to do. And for some of you, it's about, making the best out of the situation that you're in. And that's not to say that it's an easy situation. That's not to say that's easy to do. It's easier said than done. That is always the case. I can come here, read the cards, and tell you, yeah, that's all you need to do. But I know, trust me, I know that it is easier said than done. But there's this energy coming in of like, help yourself out of this. Work with yourself to get yourself out of this. For some of you, again, look at the opportunities, look at the ideas that you're having. This is also Spirit saying it's time for you to plant the seeds. It's time for you to take action on what it is that you want to create. It's not about waiting for other people to hand it to you. It's not about waiting for it to come your way. I'm getting this energy of create it, go after it, make it happen. Help us help you is what I'm hearing from your spirit guide team. And for some of you, I don't think it's a coincidence that you were drawn to Archangel Jophiel. It's about you finding your inspiration, and that inspiration is coming in, and it's accessible for most of you, where you can access it, you can tap into it, and then it's up to you what you're going to do with it. Again, be patient. We have the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles says, give it your all. Dedicate yourself to this. And in order to give it your all, you're going to have to be patient because there's more happening underneath the surface than what you realize. It's also about you pouring yourself into your creation, into what it is that you want to create at this time. I'm seeing for some of you the Ace of Cups, where it's about, pouring into yourself and pouring into your desires, into your dreams, your goals, your self-care, your nurturing, your, boundaries, making sure that you're taking care of yourself. For my pile number ones, one thing that's also coming through is in order to get out of this 10 of Swords to move forward, it's finding joy, creating joy for yourself, finding those moments of laughter, finding those moments of lightheartedness, creating that, going out there, putting yourself out there. For this pile, working with the sacral and solar plexus chakra, especially the solar plexus at this time, would be very helpful. Some of you are building up your confidence. I'm also seeing runes here for someone. Someone here may work with sacred geometry. I'm seeing that come up. I'm seeing the flower of life. Someone here, if you have an altar, adding flowers to your physical altar would be helpful. Or having a plant inside the house. For some of you, like having actual plants inside your home could be very helpful at this point. I'm also seeing someone needs to cleanse out their space. So you can use like a bell. You can use like smudging tools. You can use essential oils. But something to cleanse your home, the energy in your home. So it could be about a physical cleaning, but I'm getting this is more about cleansing the energy in your home. Let's take a look at what else we have here. We have some numerology, and we have 16 rebirth. Yeah, some of you are rising from the ashes. And this card actually flew out. I was only going to pick one. This card flew out. So I definitely see why it wanted to be here. With this 10 of Swords and Ace of Pentacles, there's an ending and a beginning here. You're moving into something else. There's an opportunity for rebirth. I have to say it's an opportunity because I do feel for my pile number ones, it's your choice. It's always our choice. So it's your choice what you are going to work with and if you are going to stay in the energy that you've been in or if you are going to fight your way out of this. And my pile number ones, you are not someone who gives up. I almost heard myself say, are you going to fight yourself out of this? And I kind of just like saw action right away. Like someone was like, oh, are you challenging me? That's the energy I'm getting for my pile number ones. And then we have individuality with 11. Some of you may be seeing 1111. You may be seeing 777 or some variation of that. Some of you may be seeing 711 for some reason. Maybe you like going to 7-Eleven and it's time to treat yourself to a Frosty to kind of give yourself a boost. But individuality, it's about embracing who you are, embracing your ideas, embracing your uniqueness. For my pile number ones, Spirit is saying right now it's not the time to follow what has been done. For some of you, you have to pave your own way forward. You have to create your own way forward. It's not a time of like just doing what's always been done. Let's take a look at what we have with the wisdom of the oracle, and we have thinker. As well as round and round. Yeah, my pile number ones, you are breaking free from something. Some of you have a tendency to overthink, overanalyze. And you may have been in this energy of thinking, and you've kind of been going over certain things and reliving it and trying to figure out what could have been different. And there's a message here that there's no point. There's no point in doing that. It's about getting yourself out. This is really a pile where a lot of what's coming in is like, it's time for action. It's go time. It's time to break free from something. And with round and round, some of you have been kind of in a cycle. Some of you have been in this energy of the Ten of Swords, just kind of like going over things that happened in the past and feeling bad about something or a choice. There's something here that is like a pattern that you've been kind of going round and round in, but it's time to break free. And for some of you, the reason you've been going round and round and kind of in this spiral, some of you have been spiraling. That's what it is. Look at that spiral right there. It's because you overthink. But 4 plus 4 is 8. It's time to create. I'm seeing a lot of 7s, a lot of 8s, a lot of 1s here. And the 7 is a very spiritual number. It's about introspection. And I feel like you've been in that energy. But now it's time to create, to have your new beginning with the number 1, to create with the number 8. And the number 8 is also the same. It's very similar to the infinity symbol, right? We can kind of see that there. If we draw the 8, we see the infinity symbol. And it's about breaking free and also acknowledging that there are patterns, that there are cycles, that there are times where we are going to be at the top. There are times where we are going to be at the bottom. And it's about finding what works for you. And embracing that there's always going to be change. The good thing about being at this 10 of Swords is that the only way to go is up. And it's also a reminder that when things are going our way, that we should be grateful for it, that we should be in that energy and be fully present because it's going to change. Things are always moving, changing, evolving. Let's see what the unicorns have for this pile. Dance. Move your body to music. Dance with the rhythm of life. Manifest your dreams through dance. What did I say? This is a pile of action. You are being called to action. Spirit is saying you no longer have to be stagnant. Start to take the steps. Be patient with yourself, yes, but take steps towards who you want to become and what you want to do. This is a pile that you are learning how to flow, how to surrender, but also how to respond. Manifesting, one of the most important things that you can do is surrender it. But another very important thing that you must do is take steps towards it. So it's about finding balance between those things. I just realized even this card, this Archangel Jophiel card that you were drawn to is a number 9, which is the number of completion. For some of you, movement, physical movement is important at this time so that you can break free from the stagnancy. For some of you, when you are overthinking, break free by doing something else, by breaking free of those thoughts, right? How can you break free of thoughts? You do something else. You distract yourself. Perhaps this is a pile where going out dancing or just dancing in your living room can be helpful. Let's see what else we have here. My pile number 1's altar. What did I say? I don't see the cards before you guys do, but what did I say? Altar. Some of you need to place flowers at the altar. Some of you would benefit from starting an altar if you don't already have one. A sacred devotion, a worship skin deep, rising from the ash, the waters you keep. Yeah, for some of you, having a space to dedicate to your spirituality. And it doesn't have to be something big. It can be a little corner, as long as it's something that no one else is going to disrupt and something that you can connect with. but for this pile, an altar, but also devotion to yourself, to your dreams, to where you are going next. And then we have journey. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Daughters of our mother, walkers of the unknown, take with you on this journey all that you hone. Yeah. Pile number 1, thus far, your message, your urgent message is to know that it is time to move forward. Everything that has led you up until this point has taught you something. Some of those things were not fair. Some of those things did not feel good. Some of those things may have broken you in some ways. But they are going to help you moving forward. Truth is, we cannot change the past. We can think about it. We can go round and round and what we would have done differently, but we cannot change the past. We can use it to build the future, but we cannot change the past. That is something that is coming in so strongly for my pile number 1s. You are on the next step of your journey. You have closed a chapter. You are at the beginning of another one. What you do and what you create is going to be completely up to you. There's a lot of Scorpio energy in this pile. I'm also getting Aries energy. Then we also have Pentacles obviously represented, which is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Air signs as well. We have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but I'm really feeling Scorpio energy very heavy in this energy. I'm sorry, in this pile. Let's take a look at what else we have. Night Song, hidden talents. Yeah. Tap into yourself, tap into your talents, tap into your gifts. For some of you, song and dance seems to be very important. If you need a boost of energy, make sure that you are listening to things that are going to inspire you. For some of you, movement, dancing, maybe yoga, Pilates, cardio, something along those lines as well. And then we have zombie with control. Pile number 1, it's time to take control of the narrative. It's time to get up and fight for the life that you want to create. This is also a pile that is learning that ultimately we are not in control. You are in control of how you respond. You are in control as to what you do in reaction to, but you cannot control every single thing that happens. So this is a pile where this is about you finding a way forward through what you can control and the action that you can take, while at the same time understanding that there has to be a flow with the universe. Let's take a look here at final messages, my pile number 1s. Look at this, transformation. Chaos brings positive change. Absolutely, and I think that you are in a point of transformation. And it's going to speed up. But it's up to you what you are going to do and how you are going to allow this to manifest in your life. And then we have, oops, pick yourself up. I love this energy. Oops, pick yourself back up. And that's that 10 of Swords. And it's that energy that I keep getting for this pile where it's like, yeah, that happened. Yeah, it was unfair. But okay, what are you going to do about it? And that's not something I usually would say or see in a reading, but that's coming in very clearly for this pile. It's like finding your own sunshine in the darkness. And what's interesting is that this angel was not what I was expecting the message to be. Because I was expecting something a little bit more like fluffy, but this is a very like, you are being called out by spirit. Like, let's go. It's time. Oops, pick yourself back up. And transformation, there's transformation happening here. It's time to get started. Go on another leg of the journey. Start a new chapter. And it's up to you to do that. You have everything at your disposal, but it's up to you to actually do it. All right, pile number 1, that is all I have for you. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share the video if you think it's worth sharing. Leave a comment. Let me know what you thought. It helps with the algorithm. And I'm sending you so much love, so many blessings, and I will talk to you soon. Bye for now. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be your reading if you were drawn to Archangel Metatron with spiritual power, esoteric wisdom, and sacred geometry. I will say Archangel Metatron is one of my favorite archangels, so I'm interested to see what is going to come up for you. If you didn't see the intro, I suggest you go back. There was a little bit of information as to how this reading came to be and what to expect. But we have 3 cards here, which we're going to get started with urgent messages meant for you. And as a reminder, it's a general reading. Take what resonates. You know yourself best. If it does not fit, do not force it to fit. So we have Queen of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords. Okay, so for my pile number 2's very spiritual group here, I feel for this pile. First, we're going to start with the 3 of Pentacles because that's at the center here. I feel like this is a pile that you are some form of spiritual teacher, whether you do that as a career, whether you do that just by being who you are and showing up as you are. This is a pile that is very comfortable in the emotions, and if you are not comfortable in the emotional realm, this is a pile that life is kind of pushing you to be. I'm kind of getting a lot of Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, Sun, Moon, or Rising for this pile. And I do feel that this is a pile that is comfortable in the unknown, or at the very least, the unknown is comfortable with you. It feels like it kind of seeks you out. This could be a pile, I don't know why. I am seeing Wednesday and Morticia Addams. So this could be a pile that, you know, maybe you are a fan of the Addams family. Maybe you are a fan. I'm seeing Elvira also. So maybe you are kind of a fan of the spooky and just a fan of the dark, right? Because there is this level of like shadow work here. There's this level of very deep knowledge. This is a pile that understands the importance of love and light, but you also understand the importance of shadow work and doing the work and kind of going into the psyche and going into the unconscious mind. Some of you may be teachers, therapists, coaches. We could have somebody here that works in the medical field in some way. At the very least, this is a very spiritual pile. That's what I'm getting. Some of you may have the crow or the raven as a spirit animal. I am also seeing the Black Panther, as well as a black bear for someone here. This is a pile where you are meant to build a community. You are meant to share something. Some of you may be tarot readers as well, oracle card readers, mediums, Akashic readers. You may have an interest in psychology, MBTI, Enneagram, personality tests, or typology, something like that. You are definitely my healers, pile number 2. You have the ability to tap into esoteric knowledge. I think that is why you are drawn to Archangel Metatron. Some of you, Archangel Metatron is actually the archangel that works with you the most. I'm also seeing some of you have a strong connection to Archangel Azrael. Maybe we have a death doula watching this pile. That's coming through as well. Or maybe somebody here has been thinking about that. Either way, the message here for my pile number 2 is the urgent message that you need to hear is to embrace yourself, create the community, share your story, share your teachings. This is a pile that I don't care what it is that you do. There's something here that you're meant to share, whether you're going to do that through like social media or you're going to do that by sharing your story, maybe writing a book or having just being who you are and having contact with different people. Someone here may work in the legal system helping people from abroad do something. Maybe this is kind of just, this could be human rights as well. There's a lot here about activism as well coming in. You are someone who helps those who are less fortunate. Some of you could be shamans. There's a lot coming in. This is a group that's also had a lot of past lives, if you believe in past lives. And in those past lives, there was definitely some sort of spiritual element. There's a connection to Rome for some of you, or it could be the Roman deities. This is a pile where you are very much in tune with different cultures. You could be practicing your spirituality and you could be connecting to a deity of a different culture. If you are worried about cultural appropriation in your deity work, a message is coming in and saying that it is okay. Be respectful about it, and there's nothing to fear. This is about your worship in the privacy of your own home. That's coming in. That's very specific. That's like for one person here. But my pile number 2 is you are leveling up in your spirituality. You are leveling up in your healing. Some of you are releasing fear and illusion, and you are realizing what the truth is. You are connecting to your spiritual truth. You are connecting to universal truth. Some of you are connecting further to oneness consciousness. Some of you are really building a community up. Some of you are going to be spiritual teachers. That keeps coming through. And I think that for the most part, again, no matter what it is or how it is that this is going to come about, you have a message to share, pile number 2. And this is about putting that out there. Let's see what else we have here. 37 with time out. For my pile number 2s, for some of you, it's time to make space for you to connect, for you to tap into the wisdom. There's a lot that's trying to come in. Some of you are exhausted, tired, sleepy. This doesn't have to be about you taking a time out where you're not doing anything, but this is a message about kind of taking a time out and giving yourself enough time to connect to yourself, a higher self, your angel, spirit guides. Archangel Metatron, for some of you, is definitely waiting to connect. For some of you, this upcoming winter, in the next few months, when winter starts, you are going to be kind of going within. A lot of clairvoyance in this pile. You all had an extra card from this deck that wanted to come out. Happy, happy. Serendipity, yeah. And the Fates, yep. And the Fates card is related to the Serenity Prayer. And what is it? I always forget it. Let me find it. I'm going to have to reach for the book on this one because I always forget the Serenity Prayer. I don't know why, but I do. Let's see what it is. It is, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. For a lot of you, you are healing karma and you can help other people free themselves from karma and reach their happy place. There's a lot of serendipity coming in over the next few months for this group. Pay attention. Some of you may be seeing 888 or 999, or the numbers 8 or 9 are important to you. Like you could be a life path number 8 or 9, or you could be an expression number 8 or 9 in numerology. But yeah, you're doing some sort of work where you are able to teach someone, whether that is teaching by example or teaching by actually being a teacher. Some of you already know this. And you're starting to think about it and how to put it together. And Spirit is saying, follow the signs. Let's see what else we have. Partnership. Teamwork will give you a better result. Find trustworthy people to partner with. Build up a talented support team. Some of you, especially with this 3 of Pentacles, there's going to be a business partner coming in. I feel like this is a business partner. For some of you, this could be a friend as well, but I feel like for most of you, this is like some sort of partnership where you're able to create a project or a business with someone, or they can help you out in some way with your ideas. This person is being divinely guided to you, and you are being divinely guided to them. Serendipity, the stars are aligning to make this happen. Some of you could be massage therapists. yoga instructors as well. That keeps coming in. It's like all of these spiritual things keep coming in. For one or two of you, this could be a connection that is more like romantic, but for most of you, this connection is going to be a partnership of teamwork, of moving forward, a friend, something along those lines. I'm getting 2 to 3, so in the next 2 to 3 months is what I'm getting for this. Actually, let's take a look at what we have here. And we have ancestors. They hiss a quivering so deep, only roots of your soil can lift the nakedness hidden within the vows made in silence. An ancient chill walking upon the spine. Some of you are able to heal generational trauma, and you have been working on that, and you are going to help other people do that as well. For this group, you are connected to the ancestors. Some of you doing an offering to the ancestors would be helpful. I'm seeing flowers and like a drink of some sort at the altar if you have one. Frog, may the lily beneath your breast allow you to drink from its healing waters. Be still, for there is serenity behind the drowning croaks. This is a group that is very close to the element of water. A lot of cleansing, a lot of purifying is happening. This is a very healing time for this group, and the next few months are going to be very healing. It's going to lead you to your happy, to those things that make you happy. A bit of surrender is needed. That's why the timeout card is also there. It's about surrendering, allowing, because there's a lot of things coming up for this group, and they're not the most comfortable things. And then we have third harvest. Daughters of the woods, feel thy sacred swell with suppleness. Oh my goodness, let's try this again. Daughters of the woods, feel thy sacred swell with the suppleness. Taste the gathering of honey's milk filling your emptiness. Wow. Yeah, you're my healers. Some of you have a strong connection to flowers, flower essences, crystals, and herbs. But there's a harvest coming in. There is a harvest coming in, and it is I don't necessarily feel, I'm not saying that it's not like material, but I feel like it's so much more than that for this group. It's deeper than that. Some of you may like dried flowers. That's coming in. Spider community and web weaving. Yeah, you are creating a community of some sort. You are creating a community, and for some of you, somebody's coming in to help you. This could be a podcast for some of you. Like, you are finding your podcast partner. This could be a YouTube channel. This could be something that you're doing within your actual community. It doesn't have to be online. But there's something coming in for this group. For some of you, if you have been writing your book, there could be an editor coming in or a publisher. And then we have ghost with regret. And this is what you are healing from. You are healing from the past. You are healing from these energies of what could have been. For my pile number 2, some of you had a very difficult childhood. You're also practicing being more present, and you are becoming more present every day that passes. But mainly you are healing regret. You are healing. There's a lot of forgiveness as well, is what I'm hearing here. Some of you are mediums. That keeps coming through. Some of you are mediums. Some of you can easily connect to spirit. Your third eye is opening, pile number 2. Your soul is ready to live in a new way. Absolutely. A lot of healing here, a lot of transformation. And then we have, yes, this is your twin flame, unconditional love. So for some of you, this person coming in, this teamwork, this partnership is going to be a twin flame divine counterpart. I think for others of you, there is this sense of like a divine counterpart or a divine soulmate coming in. It may not be necessarily romantic for some of you. It may be like you're connecting with someone that you are able to create with, but it may not be romantic in nature, at least maybe not at first, or just not at all. For some of you, if you were looking for confirmation, you do have a twin flame divine counterpart. And for a few of you, you already know who that person is. I don't feel that is the focus right now. But I do feel some of you are doing a lot of healing to create space for this to come into your life. All right, pile number 2. That is all I have for you. If you liked the video, please don't forget to like it. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified when I post next. Share the video if you think it's worth sharing. Leave a comment. It helps the algorithm, and I'll appreciate you forever. Thank you for being here. I am sending you so much love, so many blessings, and I will talk to you soon. Bye for now. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be your reading if you are drawn to the one and only Archangel Michael. I feel like this is going to be like the majority of the views. But Archangel Michael with clarity, truth, protection, the Archangel of protection, the Archangel of truth, and all of those wonderful things. So if you skip the intro, you might want to go back. It kind of explains how this reading came about and exactly what's happening. As a reminder, it's a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. You know yourself best. If it does not fit, do not force it. So we are looking at urgent messages meant for you right now, whenever it is that you're watching this. Ooh, the Sun. Okay. Knight of Cups. Okay, pile number 3. And King of Swords. Okay. So, pile number 3, first things first, you have some good things coming. You have been doing the work. You have been connecting to yourself. For some of you, I must admit the first message that came through, and I wasn't even thinking about this, is kind of related to love. For some of you, you have been trying to manifest a spiritual partnership, a divine counterpart, a soulmate, a twin flame, whatever it is that you want to call it, and it's coming your way. You've been doing the work, you've been showing up, you've been doing what needs to be done, you've been very aware of what needs to be done, and again, you're doing it. You're getting it done. Sorry about that, had a package. But you're getting it done. And one of the things that's coming through for my pile number 3s is this is coming in. Now, for others of you, this is about your creativity. There was a creative block here and you were able to work past it. You have been able to kind of break through. And there's a period of creativity coming in where you're going to be able to create things that resonate with you, things that matter for you. There's kind of like this project that is ready to be born. I have to say, for one person here, if you've been trying to conceive a child, that is going to be coming in soon for you. I don't know why I'm hearing yes and a girl. That's what I'm hearing, girl. I don't know what that means. Take it as it resonates. But for my pile number 3, overall, there's a lot of freedom here. You're breaking free from something. I feel like this was a pile that historically may have struggled with like overthinking, with not seeing things clearly, with feeling lost, feeling overwhelmed, feeling like there was no clear path forward. And what's happening here is, for my pile number 3s, you are finding a way forward. You are finding your clarity, you are finding your freedom, you are connected to your emotions, you are connected to your higher self. There's been like a boost in your vibration. Your vibration is rising. It has gone up, and because of that, you are now able to create certain opportunities. And again, for some of you, that's going to look like a creative project. For others of you, that may look like an actual conceiving of a baby. For others of you, this is bringing in your soulmate counterpart. But there's a blessing coming in. Someone here may be getting a promotion. If you get a promotion, you may be becoming some sort of supervisor, manager. Maybe you are running something, becoming partner. Someone here could be a lawyer. If you are, you may be becoming a partner. That's coming through. But there's an ease coming in for this group where things feel like they're going to flow, like you're leaving behind a period of confusion and you're moving into clarity and ease. And things are just going to flow for you. Things are going to come together in the way that they're supposed to come together for you. For this group, there's going to be an opportunity to connect to people, to kind of go out, have a good time, I feel like this is a group where there's quite a few of you that may be extroverted. I'm seeing a snake for this group, so a lot of healing coming in. And I feel like the healing has already happened, and this is like the result of the healing. You may have been drawn to another pile, which was like your recent past. And this is what's going to happen now. This is what's coming in. Some of you putting yourself out there, and you're cutting through confusion. That keeps coming in. It's like you're becoming clear about things. Some of you, your connection to spirit is a lot stronger. You could be clairaudient, which means that you hear your guidance. So you may hear it in your own voice, in your mind, or you may hear answers to the things that you've been asking, wondering about outside of yourself, but that's the energy coming in. There's a lot of healing energy, there's a lot of clarity, there's a lot of forward movement. Some of you, there's going to be a lot coming in that you're going to be grateful for, that you're going to be happy for. Something that you wished for has been granted and it's being delivered to you. There's a message coming in. Someone may be reaching out. That may be for one of you. It could be an offer as well. Look at that completion. Yeah, you've completed one leg of the journey and you're coming up on like a part of the journey that's going to feel easier. Because I really feel for my pile number 3s, there was a little bit of time there where things were pretty hard and pretty dark. I feel like a weight has lifted off of some of you or will be lifting very soon. It feels like I can just breathe again. For this group, the color red is coming in as important. Continue to ground yourself. Let's see what else we have. And we have chop wood. Yeah, you've been taking care of the basics. And this is what's bringing in this. Look at that. I was going to say this is what's bringing in this change. And we have a change in the wind. Yeah, things are changing. There was a time where things were feeling stagnant in the recent past. Things were feeling confusing. It was feeling like no matter what you were doing, you weren't moving forward. Spirit is saying there's a blessing coming in. There's movement coming in. There's growth coming in. You have leveled up. And again, you're cutting through some BS. Look at the King of Swords there. Look at that sword. Look at the sword here. Look at the broom. You are cleaning. You are clearing house. And that's what's bringing in this energy. The heart chakra has received a boost for this group as well, is what I'm getting. For some of you, the way that you communicate and your partnerships are going to be of a focus in the upcoming months. See what we have with the unicorn? Look at this, miracles. Yeah, that's what's coming in. Have faith that your miracle is on its way. Your prayers have been answered. Surrender the how. What did I say? For some of you, it's like a wish has been granted. Something is happening. If you're not seeing this yet, you will be very soon seeing this, but you have to let go of the how it's going to happen. You're going to have to figure that part out. That's why I feel like for this group, you've learned how to kind of let go. There's a lot of clarity. Spirit may have given you a taste of something that showed you like everything is going to be okay. You don't have to worry. And now you're able to release it, fully release it in some way. I love this energy for my pile number 3s. And it feels like this message is going by fast. Like the other messages feels like Spirit's like, yeah, everything is okay. Like, what do you want? Let's see. I'm loving this for you. Apples. And what is apples? Apples is abundance as well. Look at this. To taste one must swallow it whole, and beneath the satin flame hides drowning waters. So to taste one must swallow it whole, and beneath the satin flame hides drowning waters. I'm not going to lie. I want to read from the book, because I'm going to be honest. I am not... for some reason, I want to see what's in here. So it says, we all know the story of Snow White taking the apple from her stepmother, who masquerades as a sweet old crone. It's a wise old tale that's existed long before Disney ever made it into a movie, and a warning that things are not always what they seem. Sometimes our greatest enemy is hiding behind the mask of the Savior. Death is infused into something that is meant to give us life, and someone pretending to be our friend is luring us into a trap. When the apple appears in your spread, it is a warning to pause before making any decisions about someone or a situation. You do not have all of the facts yet, and there could be danger for you now. Betrayal and deception are likely, so be vigilant. You must tread carefully until everything comes to light. This is especially true for you if you have also pulled the seduction card. We'll see if that comes through. Someone may be taking advantage or setting you up for failure. So, pile number 3, I'm going to be honest. I feel like that's the energy that you were in. Something told me to read that, so someone here needed to hear that. But I feel like that's the energy that you're coming out of. Some of you are taking control here. Let's take a look here. Ritual. Can you feel them? Wild creatures linked by the very blood you will spill into your craft. A ritual of dedication to self and those whose gazes hold fire, but whose whispers carry you softly through the unknown. Some of you are definitely moving through having to trust. This is a time about trusting your intuition. There's changes coming and it's for the better and there's a miracle, but you're going to have to trust yourself. I feel this apples card is a warning for 1 or 2 of you. It's not for everybody. But the message for me is the answers you seek, you already have within you. You already know the truth. And Archangel Michael is protecting you from anything that is not in your highest and greatest good, pile number 3. That's coming through. Archangel Michael is like, we don't care about this old witch. We don't care about the hag. We don't care about the witch giving Snow White the apple. We don't care about the hag giving Snow White the apple because I got you. And because you know the clarity and because you are protected no matter what. Some of you, if this message resonated with you, be careful of the people around you that may not have your best interest at heart, while at the same time knowing that you are protected. Some of you may have to cut some cords, or you may be cutting some people out of your life. Skull of darkness, blind spots. Yeah. For some of you, there's something that you have not been seeing clearly, and what's coming in is clarity. So if you're at a point where you're still not in the point of clarity, where you're still like, what is she talking about? I don't know. I'm not feeling the clarity. It's coming in, but you're going to have to admit to something. You're going to have to see something for what it is, and it may be somebody that's close to you. And look at that, joy, rejoicing in the present. But there's a lot of joy coming in here. There's a lot of abundance. There's a lot of movement forward. There's a lot of happiness. There's a spark coming in. For a lot of my pile number 3s, your solar plexus is getting a boost, your sacral as well. For some of you, the pile with Archangel Jophiel may have called you in as well. And if you were drawn to that, you may want to watch that. If you were not, that does not apply to you. You are turning on the light and you're getting clear. You're seeing things for what they are. You may be seeing someone for who they are. For someone, this is going to be a friend. This is going to be somebody that you thought had your best interest at heart, but they really don't. Again, that's not going to be for everyone. But I am seeing a lot of 3s and a lot of 6. So you may be life path number 3 or 6. You may be seeing 333, 666, or some variation of that. Or you may be an expression number 3 or 6 in your numerology chart. Let's look at the messages here. Time for rapid growth. But you're moving forward. Whatever's trying to hurt you is not going to get to you. Pile number 3, you may want to use Archangel Michael's blue cloak of protection. You can visualize yourself putting it on. I also like to visualize myself being surrounded by mirrors that are facing outward. And those mirrors, I always say, please reflect back to sender with love and awareness anything that is being sent my way that is not in my highest and greatest good. Send it back to them. Love and awareness. And if they keep messing with me, I will be honest. Sometimes I will say, send it back threefold. If they keep trying to send something my way and they keep purposely trying, after, we've talked about it, after I've sent it back with love and awareness, then sometimes you just got to threefold it back on them. Answer the call from within. Yeah, some of you are being called to do something. Some of you are being called to take action. Some of you are being called to see something for what it is. That message kind of split, but for many of you, there's a lot of opportunities coming in. For all of you, actually. There's something coming in, but it's going to require clarity, and that clarity is going to require you, for some of you, to see something for what it is. And it could even be that, it's yourself getting in your own way. But I think for the grand majority, if that message resonates, there's somebody that may not be the best. They may not be the best thing for you. They may not have the best intentions for you. But you would already know this. If this is true for you, you have at least an inkling about it. It's not something that's completely new. You may not want to see it for what it is, but you know about it. For some of you, a cord cutting ceremony would be helpful. I'm also seeing someone may want to do a ritual. Oh, look at that. You did get the ritual card. A ritual with red candles and apples. All right, pile number 3. That is all I have for you. If you like the video, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Leave a comment in the comment section. It helps the algorithm. Share the video if you think it's worth sharing. Let me know what you'd like to see next. I am sending you so much love, so many blessings, and I will talk to you soon. Bye for now.